So what exactly is training till failure? Training till failure is a gym terminology commonly used with experienced and advanced lifters. Beginners don't really know how to train in the gym, and it is therefore, I think, because of the new year, I think it would be a great topic to talk about what training till failure is. If you want to get muscle the fastest, or if you want to shave off pounds the fastest, the easiest way to do it is by using failure as a technique. So what training till failure is, explaining this to a person who has no idea like what to do in the gym, or doesn't even want to touch a weight. They just don't know what these gym terms are. What it is pretty much you move the weight and you put it back, and you do that again until you are tired and you can no longer move the weight. That being said, you shouldn't do 100 reps of like bench press. You should do a optimal like 6 to 12. You can do 5. You can do like 5x5 ice cream. If you're, I don't know, you're a fanboy of the old glorified bodybuilding days, you can do 5x5 ice cream. Nobody's gonna watch. Nobody really cares. But I see a lot of new people, especially during January, that go to the gym and they have no idea what they're doing, and that's okay. But training till failure is a great tool that you can use to pretty much enhance your gains. It can grow muscle pretty quickly, and I think every advanced to experienced lifter should use it, and especially beginners. There is a bit of a stigma towards training till failure, and that is injury. You are going to get injured in the gym. Everyone gets injured in the gym. You're not going to have a Larry Wheels pec tear or anything, but you will like hurt your back or you'll hurt your legs. It's going to happen. So explaining training till failure to an experienced person, I feel like a couple of experienced people already know what training till failure is. They just don't really utilize it. So I guess what it is to an experienced person is training till failure. I would explain it as what it is. I just said the same thing because I feel like most of them already utilize training till failure. It's probably how they got so much muscle built or so much fat loss during their couple of years of training. But it would pretty much just be a little bit more technical. It would be saying you complete your last rep to its fullest extent. You do it in good form, solid technique. You complete the rep. You actually do the rep solidly. You don't just go there and be like, here's fucking 8. All right, I'm done. No, you struggle. You're supposed to struggle. You're supposed to be in pain. That is the entire point. That is how your muscles grow, is because what happens is when you are, let's say you are doing a bicep curl, your muscles are tearing at a molecular level, and what they do is they eventually break and break and break, and when you rest, aka when you go to sleep, they start rebuilding, but only if you have enough protein to synthesize it. If you have a really bad diet, or you have a terrible quality of sleep, you will not make any gains. Explaining this to advanced people would be a bit tricky because a lot of advanced lifters already really know like how to train till failure. It's how they're so massive. Like, look at Chris Bumstead, look at Larry Wheels, look at fucking Eddie Hall. They've all trained till failure, and that's how they've got such like inhuman physiques, and also steroids. But a lot of them don't really understand. I see this a lot. A lot of them don't really understand RIR, which is reps in reserve. So reps in reserve pretty much just means when you are done with the last rep, how many do you feel like you could do after that? If you feel like you could do 5, if you feel like you could do 2, or if you feel like that was truly your last rep, it all matters. Because if you feel like you could do 5 more, do another set. Don't just be like, okay, I'm done. No, you could for sure work out another 5. A lot of bodybuilders and advanced lifters don't really understand that part. RIR equals 0 because you completed that last rep to its fullest extent, so you have no reps in reserve. I think reps in reserve is not used by a lot of people. I don't really even use reps in reserve. You can get trackers, you can get some sort of like mind game going in your head about how many RIRs you have, but really it's just kind of like what a terminology that a lot of advanced lifters use is RIR. So I would explain that training till failure is RIR equals 0. And I guess more of a technical, nerdy term would be you exert so much force that tension builds up in your muscle and you can no longer exert force on the weighted object. That would be the nerdiest thing I could say to an advanced lifter.